Alice Walker, The Womanist.
But more than anything, God loves admiration.
You saying God is vain?
No, not vain. Just wanting to share a good thing. I think it pisses God off if you walk by the color purple in a field and don't notice it.
Well, you saying it just want to be loved like it say in the Bible?
Yeah, Celie. Everything want to be loved. Us sing and dance and holler. Just trying to be loved.
That was a clip from the film The Color Purple, based on the book of the same name by Alice Walker. It went on to be nominated for 11 Academy Awards and was also adapted for the theater. In 1983, the novel The Color Purple earned Walker the first Pulitzer Prize for fiction ever awarded to an African-American woman, and more than 5 million copies sold in the U.S. The story provoked a lot of controversy. Many people abhorred the film and novel for its use of violence, lesbianism, blacks on the vernacular, and negative portrayal of black men. Walker, however, did not let that criticism stop her. About the book, she said, "It's a book mostly about women and what they're doing and how they're carrying on no matter what the men are doing. I think that for many men at that time, it was a shock that you could actually write a novel with women at the center." That quote sums up Alice Walker's work in a nutshell. She calls herself an African-American woman writer committed to exploring the lives of black women and their missing archetypes. She's published more than 30 books, including 7 other novels and numerous volumes of poetry and essays, children's books, and collections of short stories, all centering black women, especially those who are poor and uneducated. She uncovers the often hidden beauty that is poverty and pain. Born on February 9, 1944, to Cher Coppers in Eatonton, Georgia, the youngest of 8 children, Alice Walker grew up poor. In addition to working the land, Alice's mother was a maid and her father was an activist. She attributed both her knack for storytelling and sense of morality to her parents. When she was 8 years old, playing cowboys and Indians with her brothers, she was shot in the eye, leaving her blind in one eye and disfigured until the age of 14. For Walker, her injury forced her into solitude and catapulted her writing. She later recognized it as a blessing. She got a partial scholarship to Spelman in 1961. While there, she was swept up by the vigor of the civil rights movement. Looking for more freedom to express herself, she transferred to Sarah Lawrence, where she graduated in 1965. After graduation, she turned down a writer's fellowship in Senegal to move to Mississippi. She attributes this decision to witnessing Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech a few years earlier. She said, "My life, like that of millions of black young Southerners, seemed to find its beginning and purpose at the precise moment I first heard him speak." She ended up staying in Mississippi for 7 years. She married a white civil rights lawyer when interracial marriage was still illegal in that state, had a child, and worked to bring about the desegregation of Mississippi schools as well as voting rights. Alice Walker's civil rights work and writings were seminal to the 70s. She quickly became a part of an emerging group of black women writers whose perspectives and voices were finally being heard, like Toni Morrison, June Jordan, Audre Lorde, and Ntozake Shange. She also worked to illuminate the voices of other black women writers like Zora Neale Hurston, whose work people often criticize for some of the same reasons they criticized hers. Both of their works focused on black Southern culture, on what was going on behind the scenes of black liberation, on the dynamics of a people trying to heal themselves from slavery. She knew how important it was to contribute her stories to the ongoing conversations about women and the movements for women's liberation. Her work was reshaping the images of black women in society at the time, and that it was giving people both inside and outside of the culture a more well-rounded look at what it means to be a black woman. Alice Walker coined the term womanism. It's a feminist term that acknowledges the limitations of black women's history and experiences within feminism. The truth is, most feminist talks at the time left black women out. Walker created womanism for black feminists committed to the survival and wholeness of an entire people. Its definition is as follows. Womanist. 1. From womanish, opposite of girlish, i.e. frivolous, irresponsible, not serious. A black feminist or feminist of color. From the black folk expression of mothers to female children, you act in womanish, i.e. like a woman, usually referring to outrageous, audacious, courageous, or willful behavior, wanting to know more and in greater depth than is considered good for one. Interested in grown-up doings, acting grown-up, being grown-up, interchangeable with another black folk expression, you trying to be grown, responsible, in charge, serious. 2, also, a woman who loves other women sexually and or non-sexually, appreciates and prefers women's culture, women's emotional flexibility, values tears as natural counterbalance of laughter and woman's strength, sometimes loves individual men sexually and or non-sexually, committed to the survival and wholeness of entire people, male and female, not a separatist except periodically for health, traditionally universalist, as in, Mama, why are we brown, pink, and yellow, and our cousins are white, beige, and black? Answer, well, you know the colored race is just like a flower garden, with every color flower represented. Traditionally capable, as in, Mama, I'm walking to Canada, and I'm taking you and a bunch of other slaves with me. Reply, it wouldn't be the first time. 3. Loves music, loves dance, loves the moon, loves the spirit, loves love and food and roundness, loves struggle, loves the folk, loves herself regardless. 4. Womanist is to feminist as purple to lavender. Womanism is a more wholesome definition that feminism is a branch of. Womanism encapsulates the very essence of being a woman. It's about the freedom to love and laugh and live. As a writer, poet, editor, teacher, mother, wife, publisher, mentor, healer, activist, spiritual leader, dancer, lover of food, planter, student of nature, Alice Walker embodies the definition of a womanist. Today, she continues to write and breathe life into beautifully crafted narratives of Black women.